Hi, this is Mike from nomensa. In this short video, I would like to get across a very simple message about user research, but one that is still often forgotten. Failure to acknowledge it can lead to incorrect results, bad decisions, and ultimately a suboptimal product. User-centered design should always involve some sort of qualitative feedback from users. This may come from interviews, testing, diary studies, or other methods, but each have pros and cons. In any case, you must take care of how you frame your questions and be aware of how they can affect the answers you receive. So let's imagine I'm asking you to give me some feedback on a new homepage design. I have a couple of different options for framing this question to you. I could show you the old homepage and ask what you think, and then show you the new one and ask how does it compare. It is common to want to frame the question this way, because this is what stakeholders want to know. Is it better than what we had before? But there are problems with this. Because participants understand that a newer version should be better, they may be predisposed to a positive opinion about it. They may also know that a lot of work has gone into this design, and will not want to criticize it. For example, you might say, yes, this is a very clean, modern design, and I can get going with finding a place to visit straight away. We must recognize that this is a comparison, not an absolute measure. There is also an assumption that because it is new, the tool will be better at finding places to visit than the old site. I could show you a site with a similar proposition and ask what you think, and then show you this one and ask how does that compare. This is also useful to know. However, there is another important drawback to both option 1 and option 2. Whenever we give an opinion, we're expected to justify it. In user research, people know that they will be asked why. Before they even decide on an answer, they may be mentally preparing the answer to the why question. For example, you might say, yes, I like this one, whilst preparing that why answer, which might be that it's a simpler page. Again, we must recognize it is a comparison, and also realize that it is one of the more obvious justifications. It might be the case that the page needs to be further simplified, or that there is something else about the design which is more important for usability, but we would never know it if we took this feedback at face value. I could start with nothing, describe the purpose of the site and say, what sort of things are you expecting? And then show you the site and ask if it meets those expectations. This is generally a fairer way to assess a user's opinion. Framing questions this way gets people thinking about their needs and their goals before you show them anything. This is more like user-centered design thinking, and more likely to lead to accurate results. Of course, using a mixture of questions will give you better results. But when writing those opinion-type questions, consider these 2 points. 1. Is it clear what the participant should be comparing against? 2. Is it equally easy to justify any response given? This is a crucial first step to getting accurate results from user research. Thanks.